There should be a way to set it
Yeah,
so
it
that
is.
it goes to the cart.
Yeah, starring everyone else.
That's gonna be a
No, it's still on the internal.
Okay.
Well, I want
Kevin,
something
somebody-
like
So you
that.
just transfer it and
Well,
Here.
copy it.
I
duh.
want something like that. That is really pretty.
Well, it's got a USB cord built into the handle on it, so
Oh,
you
I
can
can
just
come with
plug
my
it
laptop,
right
right?
into the laptop.
Shiny.
And it'll come up asking if you want a USB connect. And
Which reminds me, I need to hand you back your card before we leave.
I'll be careful not to spill this into my laptop.
I don't know
Don't
what a
know
dome
this.
card is.
Dumb card?
A dome card.
Dumb card.
Better another card.
Nothing wrong with Alucard.
It does depend on the situation.
Depends. Are you behind him or in front of him?
Is
And
it
it
like
also depends on the
which
Alucard.
Alucard, yeah.
what about John Luke Picard?
Oh, you're fine.
You'll be fine.
If it's Jean-Luc Picard, brain.
Sorry.
If it's Jean-Luc Picard, all you have to do is frame it like it's going to be a diplomatic situation, then fire a gun. You're fine.
What?
Because he's a sassy British Frenchman.
I'm cute.
On the other hand, if you see him coming, if you see a man in Alucard come along in a red coat with a red hat,
Red hat and yellow sunglasses, white gloves, run away.
So this is worse than Red Hood Batman. Yeah.
That's the Alucard from Helsing.
he's basically, you know, like an Essence 9.
Abyssal?
Yeah.
He is supposed to be Dracula.
Who has devoured the souls of everyone he's fed on, basically.
Yeah, so, you know,
Oh wait, he didn't
Couple
feed on
million.
Sarah's.
yeah.
She was
Correction,
dying.
not that he's fed on, that he's
Aw.
killed by feeding on.
Which is, you know, only a couple million.
Yeah.
Kitty. Oh, it's Phoenix.
Oh.
It's Phoenix.
Alrighty. So, the trials have ended. Everyone's basically been puttering around waiting for demand to, you know, survive the travails placed upon her by a goddess, like there haven't been enough already. And at this point, Marcus has made it known that he needs to go back, talk to the druids, he needs to discuss something with them. So, sometime around the equivalent of 10 in the morning, everyone's been packing up, making certain animals are fed, all that nonsense. Even saying goodbye to Natalie down in the,
The kitchen?
Yep, same with you. You still having an argument about the one particular spice mix. She thinks it needs to be smoked. You like it pure. And in your case, it's nice when you meet someone who's got almost the exact same outlook, but is actually a bit more worldly. So it's a statement of you can still do what you want to do while not worrying about having to be forced to drop all the nice, you know, usually stealthy aspects while becoming more knowledgeable about the world.
What is this stealth thing?
Danik, on the other hand, well, you're sober.
This is a nightmare.
Yes, unfortunately,
It's
you are now
Marcus
sober.
himself.
You still have one dose left of the fine sigil vintage.
Right, because I gave most of it as my, tithe for the next 2 years.
Tight / offering, you know.
Yeah. I like it.
I must say,
What?
It is so cute.
What? Can I see it? Can I see it?
Yes, you can see it.
Can I see
That's
it?
what I do.
First squirrel of the night.
that is great.
It's a kangaroo this time, not a squirrel.
A husky and a kangaroo.
Just a,
It is so cute.
However, fortunately, the fact that several of the standing guard that they have, which are not explicitly affiliated with any one particular religion, do what
Wait,
board
you're sitting
guards
right in
do.
front of the camera.
They gamble.
That's a big puppy.
Right, so sit down.
So what you have is, honestly, it is a fortified spiced wine from Calmet.
It's only got like 50%. You play on it for about
Listen,
5
that
minutes.
is
You got
quite
like
nice.
20
Now,
minutes.
if I could only find some rather shapely company. Sorry, I'm not
Well, with the only shapely company you have available, because Milana has just, she keeps taunting Marcus, so it's obvious she's got intents there, simply enjoys making him confused and run. Now, as everyone's getting together, Frank has been persuaded to stop trying to kick the guard who are feeding him. Persuaded.
And they're conferring.
Frank, please. They're trying to be polite. They're actually giving you food as an offering.
Just one stomp on the ground.
Either
You see,
know the room
just
I'll do it.
you need phrase things in the proper manner, and he'll be perfectly amenable.
And then, as the main gates open, lovely sound of gears turning, metal stressing, wood cracking ever so slightly, and there's the sound of clanking.
Clank.
Clang. Clang.
What about Ratchet?
Not yet. No, that would be the doors.
This is supposed to
That
clank.
one's daughter.
Yeah.
And this is
That doesn't
when,
seem right. For some reason.
The one with its mouth open is daughter. Totally
and
daughter.
you have identified that the noise is not from the door, it's from who's walking through it. You recognize the face. The rest of her, on the other hand, is more clad in armor than you've ever seen. Full plate.
Oh, I was concerned it might be Lord Asshole.
No. He was told he couldn't come.
As there's a couple of various priests and clerics in the back going, we made certain he discovered some incongruities in bookkeeping.
I hate that guy.
I think they do as well.
Yeah, he's not very popular.
He is unfortunately effective.
I would like to effectively make him less of an asshole.
I don't think you have that much skill, DeMay. I love you and all, but I don't think you have that
Or
much skill.
afflicted.
Afflicted. I would like to inflict my mace upon him.
Yes. So, did I get this right that we are supposed to be preparing to depart this afternoon? Because otherwise, I would hate for there to be no real reason for me to be solo.
I do believe we are supposed to be departing this afternoon.
You are. Okay.
Then, this is when you realize you get your horses, walked out to you, and there's this lovely realization. This is not a war horse. This is a horse that is looking at you with the same look that a pony might give me.
The horse is looking at you, looks up and just kind of sits down and says no.
Pretty much, you've gotten a mule response from a horse.
Well, this is going to cause problems.
It's a new horse.
Oh, yes. That's right. I do
It's
need
a
to
no horse,
provide
it's
one
a
of
horse.
those.
It's a Norse! A no horse!
The voice from the heavens speaks. Everyone here knows that slightly received pronunciation, snarky tone. Yes, paladins, they do happen to get a mount granted them by their patron, do they not? Details.
Give her an emu!
I don't think that
Wow.
would work well in full plate.
An interesting choice.
Actually, emus are really strong.
I came up with something else that
I
is
don't think
both
it'd be very dignified.
signature.
It would look rather silly.
He rides a llama. You really think about he cares about looking silly?
He's also not a paladin.
No!
Frank looks insulted at your assumption cannot, in fact, be regal. He's had
she
his
didn't
fur
mean it.
bro-
I didn't mean it that way.
It's also Channing. Honestly, he's nuts.
He's pretty knocking you
I
off.
imagine Frank has kept some of the feathers to improve his regality.
If they now run in a line down his neck,
Why are you into water?
he is now the world's first fabulous llama.
Oh, it would have been. Seriously, a war emu.
I do
That'd
have
be
another
fascinating.
idea.
I never.
You may actually
thought
like
I'd
this
hear
one.
the words come out of somebody's mouth.
What? War emu?
Yes, that.
I will consider this for later, though. And this is when, out of the silence of the sky, there's the sound of a dragon.
The fuck is the flappy thing?
Flapping Nacho?
Floppy nacho stands.
It's nacho cheese.
It's stolen?
First, there's the cry of the dragon, then there are the tears of the dragon, then there's the leavings of the dragon. No. There is the sound of wings flapping, and a shadow descends on the party, descends, gets smaller, and you see the dragon lands. Remember, it's about the size of a Clydesdale.
Let's tell her news music is anymore.
It just glares. It's a riding lizard!
Is that a dragon?
Ish.
No, it's a related species, but yes.
I wait to find a donkey to mate with.
So we can make drunkies.
Dronkies!
No donkeys with flappy wings!
Wait, if you made it with a llama, though, do you get a luck dragon?
Let's find out. Is it female?
No, you don't get. No, I don't know about that, but you wouldn't get dragon scale. You'd get dragon fur. Wouldn't that be asbestos?
Dragon wool.
I'm gonna have to animal handling the shit out of those two.
No, I think the idea is for them to mate together, not for you to mate with them.
But I gotta handle them so that they can.
Druid, I
So
don't want to know
you're the
what
handling?
you're talking about handling. Thank
What?
you very much. Oh my god, it's just that snarky comment leaves.
Somehow I'm thinking that the dragon might not appreciate that either.
I can convince it.
If it had an eyebrow, it would raise it.
Does it have a breath weapon?
Yes!
Is it fire based?
No,
Okay.
it is acid.
Ooh, that's new and shiny.
Yes, and a hot one right at your feet.
There's the sound of sizzling and...
New
Rather
mission.
foul actors.
Piss off the train.
You know, the dragon could just eat you.
Kinky.
We don't have to.
I'm sure we can make you find something that would work.
Tomato smoothie.
And so after its statement of intent regarding Marcus's ideas now and in the future, it just goes over and just starts nuzzling her. It's like a giant cat. You even hear the purr. Although it kind of sounds like metal grating together.
And is this grilled cheese?
Yeah, there's actually some soft tissue behind the ears. It's kind of like got 3 spines sticking out with the membrane in between it that can act as ears. And the scales are bronze, fading to black once you get to the tail. Bright green eyes. 3 talons on each foot. Got one of those little dew claws in the back. And seems sufficiently massive you might even actually be able to fly with it. However, you just note a distinct lack of any sudden
I didn't know.
enlightenment regarding how to ride a flying creature.
Picture of one.
This
So,
is going to take some work.
riding, on the other hand, judging by the way its legs are arranged, is perfectly capable of keeping up with most land-based creatures. Translation, it's got the standard movement speed on land.
I went there opening weekend. Oh,
Well, unless anything else has been forgotten, I do believe we can depart.
I don't recall.
Bring me my pony! I need a little pony because I'm short. I got little legs.
You
Okay,
do,
T-Rex.
you do, yes. No, that's alarms.
she got those too.
She's all little.
Not up here! She's
She's got a big
rolling.
head.
No. I got big cojones on the chest.
She broke herself.
I'm just
It's not
picturing.
the first
Well,
time.
then there was Chris asking the other night when we were playing, you feel ballsy? Or how big are your balls? my only response was, big enough that I have to wear them on my chest, sir.
And I'm just picturing the dwarven creation myth. Man grew proud, walked up to the gods, challenged them, and got kicked in the nuts so hard that they went up to their chest. And thus, dwarven women were born.
Dwarfs just spring up out of holes in the ground.
Giggity.
According to Gimli.
Never believe a dwarf.
That's your first mistake.
Second mistake was believing the elf.
Yeah.
Third mistake was relying upon any character played by Sean Bean.
At least relying on them to live.
Hey, he
But
survived.
apparently I'm Boromir, so I'm the Sean Bean of the group. I'm gonna die.
But Sean Bean survived Silent Hill.
The first
The
one.
first one.
And he survived the
But
Martian.
he was also completely and utterly useless in the first one.
He survived the Martian.
His career
I'm
did though.
sending you snacks.
His character's career
But I
did.
can't look
No.
Point.
That's true.
His character's career was assassinated.
They're
So he was able to
funny.
successfully deflect.
One's a really nerdy one.
Oh.
Just so you know. It says, I'm a nerd.
You're in this house.
While they are going
Yeah.
about getting everyone else's mounts out,
Well, I need to hear
There's
from
the-
Mom. I put it on the charger. Mom.
What, Rain?
This
Oh, yes.
bear comes up from the elevator.
Okay.
No one's actually figured out why your bear knows to push the right levers, but it knows how to use the elevator.
This is a good bear. This is a good bear.
There's
Where are
a-
your sisters?
is that
And, well, your brother.
armor still screaming?
Quietly. And it's more of a consistent, low,
De-stress
pained
requests.
moaning with the occasional complaint.
So it's not as satisfied anymore.
Not even.
Well, I
It's
do
moaning
hope
instead of screaming.
it's the blacksmith.
Teaching a class.
So, I do expect the armor to be ready when I come back. Someone can pass that along.
I'll be certain to.
Well, thank you.
Try not to get too distracted on your trip. And with that, the High Priest of Landis walks back into the gate,
Bye.
smirking slightly like he made a joke.
Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
Bye.
He did.
Have fun storming the castle.
That's not my job anymore.
Didn't he chuckle quietly?
Oh, and as far as the rest of your pets, the snake is curled up sitting out in the sun. It's been loving this place. And your lizard?
Probably about the same as far as temperature.
Yeah, he's just, he prefers to find his warmth through other means.
This
Am
is
I the
true.
only one in a party without a pet?
I have 4.
No, technically, these are the only two that have 3. True, counting the mount, 3. Technically, you want to count the mount, everyone has one. He just has the official.
Technically, Frank was his pet first.
And we all have squishy, so
Well,
everyone
you
has
called
that.
Frank
Uh-huh.
and said, "Here's a mount for you."
But you had befriended him as a pet.
Yeah, I should name him Frank.
That's
Why?
Frank.
Frank. Why
That's
not?
quite Frank would be.
Well, what else would you call Lola? Someone would call it
Cusco.
Ben.
Or George.
Cusco.
You could have called it Cusco.
You could have called it Cusco.
It's a little baby Cthulhu.
Speaking of Baby
Feels like holding
Cthulhu,
the alien baby.
this is when one of the containers with your dried food stores pops open, and the corgi head.
Squishy.
Yep.
Does he occasionally forget how to dog and then potato?
He occasionally forgets how to dog and tries the squid on land.
And then he potatoes?
Usually.
Ooh, that has to leave an ink spot.
Yeah.
Made me eat.
I was thinking the same thing.
Then there's the fact that one tentacle is shorter than the others, and it's not the one that was cut.
It's the one he tried to violate my face.
You can tell he feels sorry about it, assuming he remembers it anymore.
Corky Corgis are pretty crappy with the memory.
So after summing up, gathering up the rest of your pets, to the relief of probably about half the population in there, and the regret of your lizard.
That's all the women are going, oh, thank God they're leaving.
He'll be back.
The only one that doesn't seem annoyed at all is one of the female followers of Arian. Go figure.
Oh, I'll miss him.
Make sure my
That tongue
stash
can
of
reach in places a human tongue can't.
Uh-huh.
make sure I have a nice stash of granola bars because they come in handy during fights apparently.
Hold the power of granola!
And then you're useful because, then the opponent trips over you and falls on the floor.
I'm effective sitting down eating granola bars.
Our dwarf is used to create difficult terrain.
Yep.
I mean, she hacks to the floor. No, she literally becomes a difficult terrain.
Drunk with a mun.
Lord Dampnut with a man bun.
No.
No.
Yes! Lord Dampnut with man bun.
As if you thought you couldn't make his hair worse enough. Worse any worse. You get
Worse
over
any
it.
worse.
Worse any worse. I can't speech tonight.
Any worse.
You have speeching
I
problems?
have speeching problems tonight.
Stop channeling Bryson. He always has speeching problems.
Should probably get it from me though.
Entirely possible.
And so, everyone, you depart. Almost heading back the way you came. Once you originally came from up further up north and down. So the terrain looks very familiar.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again.
Now, if you want to spend money, save some time, you actually do come across a couple rivers that will take you far deeper inland as opposed to having to cross directly. It would be the equivalent of going up this way and then going that way, saving time that way, or trying to just double time it and cut directly.
I say we pay somebody and go on a boat.
Frank, what's your opinion?
Now he just
Of
sits.
I would go to boat.
So he sits down.
Frank votes vote. I can tell because he doesn't want to walk.
And he
I
just
think
moves
that's
his head
a good
back
way
and
to
forth so
tell.
the wind catches the feathers and fur.
You see? He's even simulating the waves.
Then
He wants the boat.
Let's take the boat.
I'm perfectly
Is the
alright.
boat big enough for the bear?
It takes you an extra day to wait for a boat to show up at one of the local little harbor towns you come across. But you do eventually find one. It's a cargo hauler that's returning, unfortunately, a little more empty than they would like. So having some paying customers is going to more than happily offset that. And what you've got is a bunch of grizzled humans and a couple half-elves, so they're really not going to care too much. The bear eat people randomly.
No.
Not randomly.
Only when,
We're
not
good.
randomly. Only when provoked.
Or told
AKA, don't tickle his balls. He hates that.
Or told to.
What?
Or told to.
Or told to, yes.
So be it. Step on board.
Can I steer the boat?
I would have thought that they'd be more
No.
concerned with the
Damn it.
dragon.
I know.
Dragon or the wolf?
Yeah.
So we find out later, they've already got 2 pet wolves. And the dragon, honestly, if it has issues, you can just unsummon.
Yeah, the whole, oh, you really don't like being on this boat, do you?
Disappears in a burst of light and sparkles.
Robin Sparkles?
No.
Oh! You're dragging goodness!
Oh, that's fantastic. It's a unicorn.
How sparkly for you!
Ah,
then
yes,
just
live
have
with the
to be
herpes
showing
of the
them.
crack.
That's timing right there. Chuck Norris he likes his meat so rare he only eats unicorns.
Dragonoras!
Oh,
No, not even Dragonoras can fix this.
There are a number of things that unfortunately that is
Especially
true.
out of Mormont camp.
Conceded. So, takes about a week and a half on the boat, the Southern Venture,
I'm on a boat.
and the weather's mostly calm.
Every
Son,
day
you'll
I
fall
ask
over,
if
we're
I
not
can
gonna be
steer
able
the
to
boat
see
for a
you.
little bit.
The captain, who's about the
La-di-da,
oldest
la-di-da.
human you've ever actually seen, doesn't know.
Can I help?
You see that glass sphere over there?
Yes.
If the needle
Booty
starts
rub.
spinning, tell
Grab
me.
some butt.
Okay.
Rub your chicken. Bone sucking sauce.
I came in at the wrong end of that
There
conversation.
is nothing about that conversation that was right.
There was no way you could come in on the right end of that conversation.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
And it just sounds like you're not doing it right then. So, get off at another harbor town, and it's a couple days ride. Which is really, it should take you about 7 days, but Marcus.
I hope.
No, we
How
turn
much
this
will
way.
we go?
Why? Well,
Because I fucking said so.
Because I fucking sense it. Woo. And also because of Janek. Oh, there's something interesting over there.
What did your father say? Janek? That way, not that way.
But there's something interesting right there. I'll be right back.
Damn it, Jamie.
Dang, Janek.
yes, go wander into the blood vines.
No, not the blood vines. Only,
It's
absolutely tasty.
It's poison.
We can fix that.
We can make more.
the one is a random fruit and mushroom picking.
The joys of having a druid when you do so.
And
Ugly.
no, every night around when dusk starts setting in, the forest you've entered into by day 3 starts getting dark, and there's this presence. You keep feeling it. Next night, still there. 5th night, one of you finally gets annoyed enough to bother checking what the fuck it is, because it's obviously not someone that's intending harm, otherwise they go after you.
What the fuck do you want? Really? Yeah, the dwarf yells, "What the fuck do you want?"
A nice
What
steak.
he wants.
Oh.
Dwarf wants.
Yeah, keep praying there.
Yeah, you better hope they ain't what they want. They're owlbears.
My people. They're in my belly.
They've been keeping an eye on you. The owlbears have noticed your presence, detected your scent, and have been keeping a watchful eye.
Got that.
I got better? I'm still picking owlbear out of my teeth.
Well, yeah, that turkey was pretty tough.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, still get a water for a day, you could eat the bucket.
Maybe.
Possible. And then,
You're better off eating your boots.
You're not doing it wrong if no one knows what you're doing.
Yep.
so this explains Janet.
Exactly.
What the fuck am I casting?
I don't know, but it looks interesting, doesn't it? Whoosh.
Let's see what happens.
And then suddenly everyone sprouts unicorn horns from their ears.
Stroke, 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 stroke.
I can First place.
Thank you, Wade.
I think I heard a snort along with that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, yes.
She doesn't know what you're talking about in the same way she doesn't know what you're talking about when you say she snores.
Or,
What you talk about, Willis?
or whenever you talk about coffee and,
It's coffee.
It's coffee. You people say it wrong.
No, and on the 6th morning,
the world blew.
no, this is when you're prodded awake.
Prod.
Wow!
That is
The man
exactly-
dodges. You get a stick upside the head though. I need to be
Those who
quicker.
were asleep
Knee-jerk
get
reaction.
prodded awake.
You know.
Far more gently. It is actually one of the druids. You recognize him. He was one of the ones who had recommended joining the Circle of the Arctic. So, apparently this is his shift down in Goldhearth, so to speak.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
How's it hanging?
Well, down here, low and lazy. Not so
Yeah.
much back home.
Depends on what shape
Shriveled
you're
up old
taking.
grapes, eh?
Retracted, actually.
Nice.
Learned it from the bears.
Why do you think I didn't want to go up there?
Considering your style of dress, I can only imagine. So,
You couldn't have thought of a nicer way to wake us up.
And people say the servants of the Lambus are irreverent.
well, you are, but you never noticed any a druid ever actually having a problem with your worshippers, have you?
She's fun.
Well, you're the
And
one who
noisy.
got the stick up to the head.
Oh,
You-
Paladin.
120 years on this planet, and I have now officially been surprised.
It was a whole
And
thing.
just for fun, because I never got to do it in the other game. You want to see my pet?
Sure. He's just leaning on this, gnarled old moss-covered hickory stick.
By the way, Russ, you completely missed the opportunity to have her mount be a giant fire duck.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
I
I confused
have,
him with Emu.
no, I actually have the fire duck planned for later.
I still say it should have been. I still say it should have been an emu.
I will
See if you
summon
read
my
it.
mount.
Which appears as a coalescing cloud of fire and
And-
sparkles.
Because
Alright,
She
it
would have
appears
Secret
in
Rebo,
Sparkles
but you would
its
have the
name
Trouble
has to
album.
be Robin.
Yeah.
It's my friend Chris's old punk band from high school. Secret Rebo and the Trouble
Love a
Like
trouble.
cattle. You move.
Well, fortunately, that is amount granted to you by divine powers. Otherwise, the last thing we need is any of those worshippers of Bahamut to worry about this. And he walks over and lets you out, sniff him and everything. It doesn't really seem. It's not necessarily hate. It's more the you're not the one I need to actually worry about, and just walks off. Very much got her attitude. I don't have to hate you, but I don't have to get along with you either.
I'm gonna go over here.
I saw a squirrel.
What is it doing like this?
It's Mauve.
The squirrel?
No, you're dragon. I'm going to call it Mauve.
Marv.
Yes.
Because he's marvelous.
Just Mauve.
Alright.
And there's the
Bonus
sound of
is his
squeaking
last
from a bush for a moment, and then you see it jerk its head back, and there's half the remains of a squirrel. It did see a squirrel.
And it was doing like this.
Frank spits at it. Mar spits back. They nod at each other and go about their way. They are free.
Frank and Mauve.
So, what brings you back to the sacred home of druids?
Horses.
Cuddles for them.
Frank for you.
A boat
A
for
boat?
all of us.
Yeah, we took a boat.
Say thank
Take
you.
a boat.
They let me stay, let me help.
It's good to know these sort of things. So, what purpose has brought you?
Oh, that I don't know. I was
He'd have to tell you that.
I don't think-
Try getting an answer out of him.
Path alteration.
I see.
How could you
Wouldn't
see
say
with your eyes
anything
closed?
for a month.
He's magic! Duh!
He's a magic man.
And then it's just when he just turns and Maya smirks. Magic hands. Now,
jazz hands.
Magic hands can
reach feet.
reach places fingers can't.
Kinky. Then again, gotta remember, bats fly through the air. The power of jazz hands.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not spirit fingers because they don't move individually.
No, it's jazz hands.
We've been dealing with an excessive amount of unsavory
Vile, undead.
things. of the not so living variety.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. After all, you could have been dealing with lawyers.
Hey!
I usually just feed
We
those
have
to bear.
we have some very good ones in the Temple of Olympus, I'll have you know.
Good as in skilled at their job.
Well,
Good
yes,
as
of
in
course.
not technically
Alignment
looking to
means
rip you
nothing.
off.
No, very good.
This
at
is
their job.
this is
Quite
true,
often
young
they
girl.
are.
And aside
At
from
least
that,
we're open
Derek,
about
you've
it.
done your hiding thing. The man with his eyes closed looks right at you.
Because he's got his eyes closed, he's not looking.
So he knows where you are because he's not looking. The answer to the Zen cone.
Badira's being antisocial again. Damn it, Badira, stop being antisocial.
She's not
She's
being
not being
antisocial.
antisocial. She's being non-social. There's a difference.
And to
Asocial.
be fair, her stealth score is so high without rolling that she probably does it unintentionally at least half the time.
That's what I'm figuring half the time anymore. Your natural inclination of how you stand and where you position yourself naturally inclined to just blend in.
Except if he stands behind me, because then he's too damn tall.
Or, if someone decides to light swords on fire.
I
Yeah,
got
that didn't,
flaming swords.
that didn't work. So
You know, there are creams for that. That joke had been made. It's been seriously that the flaming swords has been talked about often and often, and nobody had made the comment yet. It
Well,
has
that's
been on.
what's been tossed around so much, that's why you need the cream.
Right?
Right.
Should
Talk
help.
to your temple provider today.
It's only available if generic temple doesn't cover it.
Preparation H. The H stands for holy. So I take it you're hoping to find some manner by which you can commune with nature and be more effective at putting things back to rest.
Yes.
You will not be able to do that here.
You took us to the wrong place.
To
Really?
to be fair,
Why? See, we followed you, and you.
only archdruids know about this other location.
What he said.
But then why don't you know about it?
So why are we
you
at the why are we at the bridge druids then?
Yes! 2 in one night! We have 2 swords and a tomato, ladies and gentlemen! Frank!